I think it's safe to say that 2025 has been the worst year to be on YouTube, and I think a very large reason for that is because of the advancement of AI video models. I mean, don't get me wrong, us humans are still very capable of creating slop the old-fashioned way, but now we get this new age slop that looks like garbage, has these weird fetish undertones, and still pulls tens of thousands of views and subscribers every day. There is a full subsection of YouTube that is just these garbage-ass AI videos, and YouTube won't do anything about it because they've also embraced AI.
We're YouTube. We love creators. We love them so much that we'll put a tab in YouTube Studio that gets an AI to come up with video ideas for you instead of making these creators have to create. God, what a hassle. We'll make a button that poorly sums up the video you're watching so you don't have to commit a full 12 minutes to watching it. We love creators so much that we'll replace our entire moderation team with an AI that can randomly atomize your channel with no hopes of appeal because our appeal system is also ran by AI.
And I think most reasonable people's reaction to this is that AI has become so prevalent on just the internet that there's an entire subsection of YouTube just talking about why AI is bad. And to not become a part of this section, all of this is to say that I think it's more important now more than ever to appreciate the good art made by humans. And I think YouTube videos very much qualify as art. And in this sea of streamer clips and podcast shorts, there are still really great videos being made on this website every single day. And as a frequent watcher of YouTube, I decided that I wanted to give back and create my top 10 videos of 2025. Okay, if I can pull back the curtain a bit, I'm mostly making this video out of obligation. Back in 2024, I very much set up the idea that I would be doing a best of 2025, but the problem with me deciding that back then is, one, I've just watched less YouTube this year. Don't get me wrong, I'm still very much the YouTube addict, but I've just watched less. But also, two, most of the YouTube I've watched this year has just been some bullshit. Like, am I really gonna talk about the top 10 videos of 2025 and talk about Snapcube 2 shoulda picked Dimsdale TTT Tuesday? Or how about Markiplier's Secret of the Mimic Let's Play series? Or how about Snapcube 2.5 Final Mix, Penny is not a Disney adult? I've still watched a lot of stuff on YouTube this year, but I've just become complacent in my old ways and just haven't watched much contemporary YouTube. But that doesn't mean I don't want to make this video, it mostly just means that there won't be an insanely long list of honorable mentions at the end. Anyways, let's get started. Super Smash Bros. Is just such a great video. Rude Jack Art is a really cool artist. You probably know him from this. Or this. The premise of a video is that it's a bunch of Nintendo characters in like 1970s New York in a record shop, and then it's just pretty much 6 minutes of record puns.
We gotta find the prince, and you gotta help.
And it's just really endearing. The designs are all great, the atmosphere is really good, and every joke just made me laugh. I liked this video so much that I bought a print of one of the frames from Jack's shop and put it up on my wall. I just really admire Jack's commitment to old school internet style animation on YouTube when that's really not viable right now. I love YouTube poops, we'll get to that later. I also transversely love YTPMVs, and I also love Deltarune. And one thing I like about Deltarune is every single time a new chapter releases, the YTPMV community gets to get resurrected for a little bit. The YTPMV resurgence from chapters 3 and 4 was definitely less than when chapter 2 dropped, but we still got some great ones. And my favorite would definitely be Someplace Ever Higher. It's kind of difficult to describe what makes a good YTPMV. I don't know. I like the original song, the samples are great, it comes together well, it's funny. Yeah.
Who let the dogs out?
I'll confess something to you all. I've never really played a Zelda game. I played a bit of a Phantom Hourglass on my Nintendo DS SD card. Wait, no, please stop, Nintendo, please, I'm sorry!
I tried to play Twilight Princess until my 10-year-old ass got stuck trying to herd the goats at Ordon Ranch. And then I never really cared about the series since then. But damn, this video really did make me care about Zelda for a little bit. Why Majora's Mask's blue dog took 25 years to win the race is a pretty simple video. It talks about the Majora's Mask dog race minigame and how the blue dog is so so bad that it was thought for many years that it was impossible for it to win the race, until they brute forced it and found out that it could win.
But the video is able to take this very simple concept and turn it into this spectacle. It talks about the history, the way the game decides the speed of the dogs, and just with all of this, I found myself getting legitimately emotional when this line of code was able to go over this line of code and was able to win Link a piece of heart. It's an extremely well-made, honestly, documentary about this extremely human thing of people attaching themselves to this blue dog that was probably only coded in this way so that kids would think that it looked cool and would pick it and then lose terribly. A truly great story about perseverance.
Snooping as usual, I see.
I have a bone to pick with the internet. On Instagram, so many times I'll see clips of YouTube poops and everyone in the comments will be like, man, I miss YouTube poops. Or, YTPs are back, the world is healing. And like, I know it's not that serious, but also, YTPs aren't back. They've always been here. There are people who have been creating YTPs for years, and then one of their newer YTPs will pop off and people will be like, yes, YTPs are back! Bitch, it never left! And are you sure you loved it so much if you aren't willing to watch the new stuff? Where were you in 2017, you goddamn fucking! I think this sentiment of wanting to go back to YouTube poops derives from the fact that everything sucks now, and we just want to go back to a time where someone said sucks and that was the funniest thing in the world. And I think, for the second year in a row, the GOAT of modern YTPs is very tall Bart. Oh, Gug, who is that? He's irrelevant. Well, watch this.
We can finally we can be bees. This isn't your world, but we can be bees.
My number 7 spot isn't going to this video because it was blocked worldwide, but instead, a different invincible YTP that I've honestly always liked more. YTP Imbecile. Like, all of the jokes are really funny.
And a big welcome home to my favorite chicken. I made some chicken, but I also heated up some authentic German
Dinner. Sorry I'm late. Honest to God, a
chicken.
was attacking a
Chicken. Ooh, chicken.
The sentence mixing is great, and I just really love Bart. And before we move on, I'd like to tell you that Tall Bart is actually in not a great spot right now, and if you enjoy his content, please consider donating to his GoFundMe.
He was the best guy around.
What about the people he murdered?
What murder?
I have a love-hate relationship with Jay Schlatt. Like, I know for a fact that the man is capable of being great. He's made these amazing passion projects in the past, and then other times he'll upload his 15th React video. Or better yet, a compilation of him reacting because it's just too hard for him to drag himself in front of the camera. Like, why is he still making these? I thought he was rich. Does he still need to be uploading these cash grabs? He should retire. Oh. I think Schlatt is at his best when he focuses on projects that are creative and good. And if retiring from a channel that he barely posts on in the first place is gonna help him do that, then I think that's good. And despite like 50% of his content being React videos and Snapchat Q&As, the other 50% is not so bad, including this hotel video, which I think out of his series of expensive hotel videos is probably my favorite. Like, it's mostly not about the actual hotel room. It's about these three doing various bits, and also it has pregnant men in it. That places it on the list alone. Have a good retirement, Schlatt. And pray you make a video this good in 2026, because if you don't, I will find you.
Hi, I'm Belima, the Wonder Cat.
You already knew it was coming, to be honest. Chazington is probably one of my favorite creators ever. If you're familiar with his video style, you can probably also tell that my video style is extremely similar. To be honest, I sometimes try to not watch him, especially when I'm writing a video or something, because I'm afraid I'll just subconsciously copy him and steal all his jokes. And his video about the nightmarish YouTube channel that is Yo Mama is so amazing. I probably had a very similar experience with the Yo Mama YouTube channel that most people do. I watched the original 100 Yo Mama jokes compilation, and I vaguely remember this series that hinges on the joke of, in Soviet Russia, we do a crazy thing, haha, isn't Russia so funny? So this video got to educate me on how, yes, there actually was a Yo Mama Big Chungus twerking compilation. And the voice behind Yo Mama isn't even the main person behind Yo Mama, it's this guy. And apparently the Brody Fox account on Twitter is supposed to be in character, but he just tweets about Trump all the time. Actually, leading up to the release of the video, Chazington had this very funny interaction with Brody Fox where he was like, hell yeah, you're making a video about Yo Mama, that's awesome. And then the video released and it was talking about how this channel was honestly weird and a little bit predatory, and then Brody Fox was quiet about the whole thing. I don't know, it's a Chazington video. Informative, funny, and he does at least one completely insane thing. cinema.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Ever since 2024 when Anspo decided, wait, actually, I'm not retired anymore. He's pretty much only released bangers.
The Alien video, him being Cheeseball Man, him being John Chungus. He made a Best Friends Today spin-off that I will talk about eventually. But honestly, my favorite video of his this year was this one. Can a drill sergeant stop me from doom scrolling? Like, it's an extremely relatable concept because most people are on the screen too much. That's right, I'm talking to you. You, the person editing this video. Oh, a naughty boy you are.
What the hell?
The dynamics between Aston, Cruz, and Anspo are great, and it gets to display how strange the concept of a drill sergeant is. Like, most people know that they're weird, but there's a lot of just strange things about these figures. Like, the concept of just having this perception of, oh yeah, this drill sergeant is completely perfect, the optimal person, and they're gonna fucking scream at you so hard, and that's gonna make you work better. Like, at least with Anspo, it's clear that Aston is a nice lady deep down, and not to assume about drill sergeants, but I'd be scared of what would happen if your drill sergeant is not a nice person. Whatever. The military is normal, the traditions in the military are all fine, and we should send them more money. Because they really deserve it. What was I talking about again? Oh yeah, great video, Anthony. I'll talk about you again soon.
It's free. Free!
Danny had a really great 2025, which is good because his 2024 was not his best year. Now that's probably because he had a kid, but there were a few uploads from him in 2024 that I just did not think were it. But in 2025, he's back and better than ever. He's inserted a lot of better editing in his videos. His skits are now different from the formulaic Curtis Connor green screen type skits.
And no video better displays this than I Am High School Musical. This video was a long time coming from Danny. Ever since I knew he was making a Disney Channel movie series, I wanted him to make a video about High School Musical, mostly because I haven't watched it. I probably should. My perception on these movies are probably a bit skewed, and in my mind, Lil Viking Boy is far more relevant than he actually is. But why would I want to watch them when this video is hilarious from front to back? The thing I love the most is the callbacks he puts throughout the video. Gabriella being a dolphin, it's a gift from the guys. Take the ball downtown! It's stuff like that that I just really enjoy about commentary videos. Hey guys. Drew Gooden is constantly getting better and better each year. Like, honestly, most of his videos this year weren't even on topics I was particularly interested in, but I was still hooked. I do not give a shit about this weird Office-inspired spin-off, but I still watched the video and liked it.
I think that, above all else, is the mark of a great creator. Just being able to talk about whatever you want and still being able to make it entertaining. It does seem like this higher video quality is making Drew upload less. He only uploaded 7 videos this year, and Drew, buddy, I love you. But I swear to God, if you become Eddie Burback and only upload 3 times a year, I don't think I'm gonna be able to handle it. Oh wait, I haven't talked about the video in this spot. Oh yeah, the one where the roadwork ahead guy radicalizes everyone. Greed is Destroying the World is not only a great video, but it's also true. You'd think that Drew's, let's be honest, lack of expertise on this subject would be a major detriment to the video, but honestly, not really. He's able to talk about corporate tax rates and General Electric and food stamps and is still able to be entertaining. Really good video. I hope he can lead us to the revolution. Before I go to number 1, I have one honorable mention I want to talk about. Honorable mention? Who Killed the Laugh Track? This is a great follow-up to one of my favorites from last year that just came so incredibly late. I love Tom Scott. He's real cool. Also, fuck it. I'm shouting out a channel here because I make the rules and I can do whatever the fuck I want. If you like YTPMVs and Deltarune, you need to check out 123 Connor Poop. He's just so good at doing what he does. Probably some of the best sentence mixing I've seen in general. He's really creative and it all just sounds really good. Also, suggest YTPMV creators in the comments. I want to broaden my horizons. Anyways. No, I'm kidding. Not again. I specifically titled this video Best of 2025. There's no loopholes here. Although I did watch this video again, and I do just want to say, I appreciate how this amazing video also just ended James Somerton's career. Internet Historian is still doing relatively fine, and Illuminati was mostly taken down by the other stuff, but just like, James Somerton will never be able to have a career on YouTube again. Rightfully so, I might add.
But enough of this 2-year-old video. My real number 1 pick. ChatGPT Made Me Delusional is Eddie Burbach's best video. I've been following Eddie for a while now, and although his content has changed dramatically over time, I think he's always been one of the best creators, especially in the commentary space. My only criticism of him is his extremely infrequent uploads. He uploaded a piddling 2 videos this year, and if you want to include his second channel with his brother, that's still only 6 videos this year. That's extremely bad. But obviously the reason he uploads so infrequently is because these videos are extremely artfully made. This is the most that an Eddie Burbach video has ever felt like an actual documentary. It has a title sequence, it's shot beautifully, it's really, really good. To summarize, it's basically a video about how ChatGPT, when used for companionship, will just affirm the things you say to it. So Eddie basically simulates a scenario in which he lets ChatGPT egg him on into doing these insane things, like radio tower rituals or covering all of his possessions in tinfoil. Crazy. Is it the best method of research? No. But honestly, some of the shit in this video would be really scary if it wasn't a 28-year-old YouTuber just simulating what an AI-induced psychotic break would look like. Another thing I like in this video are just the small aspects that Eddie just clearly thought would be funny. Like all of the hats he wears throughout the video, or the stupid drawing he makes to try to convince ChatGPT that he invented iPhone schematics in 2001. It's just so clear that he thought, wouldn't it be funny if I made a stupid drawing and inserted it into the video? And it's stuff like this that convinces me that AI will never truly be able to replace creators on this site, at least not adequately. I mean, for people who just use YouTube to watch cute animal videos or funny fail compilations, sure, they'll have no problem with watching Sora generated cat videos, but for people who actually go onto this site to see human creativity, that simply can't come from a robot. So I think it's important to say no, to tell the billionaires who are shoving this down our throats that we don't want this garbage, because humanity will always triumph all.
Thanks for watching, and I didn't think this video would have such an anti-AI stance. Happy New Year! I would be actually outside, but it's freezing rain right now, so the green screen it is. I do want to address 2 things with the video. One, in the beginning, when showing off some of the AI features, I did have to use some generative AI, and it's not great that I did that, but I hope you can forgive my dancing with the devil to, you know, display these stupid AI features. Don't use generative AI at all. Don't use this bullshit. Also, too, there's a pretty egregious mistake given the fact that number 8, the Majora's Mask video, was released in 2024. December 27th, 2024, that's when the Majora's Mask video was released. I thought it was 2025 because I know I definitely watched it in 2025, but given that this is the best of 2025, that video is now disqualified from the list. Tom Scott's laugh track video is now number 10, and number 9 and number 10, the previous 2, are going to be moved down. So the list looks like this now. But other than that, yeah, not much to say about the video. I like the way it turned out. Let's talk about my 2025. I'll address the obvious soon. But back in 2024, the goals that I had set out for myself was to have a better video catalog than 2024, to make a video that I'm more proud of than the Sunday video from 2024, to get 200 subscribers, and to get 10K views. And funnily enough, before that video, I had already reached all of my goals. I reached 200 subscribers in like January. I have many videos I'm more proud of than the Sunday video. The Pizza Tower video, the Dropout video, the Deltarune video, the Storytime Animation video. And if I had to pick a favorite out of those, I probably would say the Deltarune video. I put an insane amount of work into that video, and I just am really proud of myself with how it came out. I got 10K views on the Pizza Tower video in June, and this catalog of videos is definitely better than my 2024 catalog. But honestly, before that video happened, I was planning on coming here and doing sort of a bittersweet ending to 2025, because for the past few months before that, my videos weren't really performing great. My Minecraft tier list and reaction video both did pretty bad in the algorithm. The Deltarune video did pretty good, but I also put an insane amount of work into every single aspect of that video. And like 1500, it's good, but you know, I was slightly disappointed. I was happy. It was a nice boost. it was a nice pep up. Then the Smurfs video didn't do great. The Oregon Trail video didn't do good. The community video did fine, but also most of its views came from hype and the click-through rate was like 0.9. And coming into this, I was like, oh, I don't think that the algorithm likes me very much. And had the Odd Ones Out video not performed like it did, I'd come here and I'd say, you know, I think the algorithm is not in my favor anymore. It does not like me anymore. But I don't really care about that, because what I care is the quality of my videos. And the quality of my videos has improved greatly this year. I'm extremely happy with everything I've done. And although I am not going to become a big, strong YouTuber, I'm happy with making these creative projects. And that's what I was going to say. And then all hell broke loose. This Odd Ones Out video performed beyond my wildest expectations. I was like, okay, maybe it'll get like 160K views. And then this. Crazy. It's a truly, I've like been extremely thankful about this video before, but it's seriously like, thank you for making it #1 hyped, for giving it this many views, for most of the people agreeing with me. That's really cool. And I've said multiple times that I don't want to address the actual situation of the video again until the website went down. 3 days after I uploaded my video on The Odd Ones Out, it showed this webpage. You can't actually get into the main site, you can't buy anything. They said that they want to make improvements to the site, which is crazy! I obviously knew that this was possible if my video gained traction, but like, when you really think about it, it's crazy that I, Gug, at the time of uploading, I had 580 subscribers, never cracked 100K, super tiny YouTuber. My video was able to affect James, tens of millions of subscribers, was in YouTube Rewind, an extremely prominent figure in YouTube history, the most popular storytime animation channel ever, a person who had a fucking Netflix TV show. My video talking about his weird deceptive merch store could affect him or get the attention of him enough to fucking like take it down. Like, I knew that it could happen, but like right now I'm staring at my hands like I'm a superhero and I'm discovering my superpowers for the first time. I have so much power. To actually address it, I think if they are actually doing what they're saying they're doing and they're improving the store, I think that is a valiant effort. It is very possible that we're just going to do this for 8 months until people stop looking at it, and then we're going to put it back up like nothing happened. But if we're actually working on improving the store and being honest about the original prices, like you could still go on sale, just don't fucking lie, then I think that is a good thing. And that is the last time I'm going to talk about the situation. I'm done. That is it. Short of a response from James himself or various other things, I'm not talking about this anymore. I don't mean to sound ungrateful. I am very grateful for all of the support this video has gotten. But just imagine you're me, Gug, and you post this video, and you expect that you get this video out there, and the information is out there, and that is it. You're not gonna have to talk about it again, and I've talked about it 4 times after now. I'm extremely grateful. I am. I would just like to talk about something else. But yeah, now that this video has outperformed my second highest viewed video by 15 times, this is a very different outro card because I am extremely optimistic for what 2026 will hold. I'm very happy to now have a larger audience. I have great videos in 2026, and if a bunch of people are going to unsubscribe after seeing this video and being like, oh, he's not making the Odd Ones Out video part 2, part 3, he doesn't make these drama exposed videos, then whatever. But also, at a certain point, it's also your fault. I tried to tell you twice. This is not a typical upload from me, okay? Fucking dead dove inside, do not eat. And that's not an AO3 reference, that's an Arrested Development reference. I am very hopeful for what 2026 will hold. Thank you to everyone who subscribed from that video. Onwards and upwards, hopefully, but even if not, I'm very excited. Also, on Sunday, January 4th, I'm gonna be going live at 1 p.m. EST, just as a fun little thing, you know, for a little bit. So if you want to tune in, you can do that. And only the truest fans will know. Also, follow the Gug Instagram. Okay, bye.